We got rid of 2 squads so that way we can bring the Zeroth Squad to Bleach finally!
Hello, I'm the soy fun apologist Annie.
And I'm the one who's always into the Zeroth Squad, Minty!
And this is FunUntitled, where we talk like this now. Ooh!
I love the Zeroth Squad. They're so cool.
Alright, so like a little breakdown of this episode in like 2 sentences. The war is on pause now because the Quincy's had to go back home because they left the stove on. So all the Soul Reapers are like, alright, tend to all the injured. Byakuya's dead, right? Yeah, okay.
And Kenpachi's dead. Cool. I mean, he's really dead.
He's really dead.
He doesn't even get to go to the spring.
And then they're like, Yamamoto's dead, we can't grieve over them, yada yada. And then Squad Zero comes being like, hey, I hope you watched the last arc or else what we're about to say is gonna be really hella confusing. Blink, blink.
Ooh, your Bankai broke? Sad.
Oh, if only we had someone to fix it. Hey, does anyone here can fix it? Oh, we can all fix it. We are the Mary Sue's of Bleach.
You know, kinda. It's interesting that in the last episode they show like the OG 13 court squad, but then this is like people who've come before and like dominated, so it's like 2 waves of the OG people.
And there's always a black hair girl who kinda looks like Nemu.
Everyone looks like... Is her name Nemu?
I'm pretty sure her name's Nemu. Let's think back of all the time Mayuri hit her. What did he say? I think he did say something like, God damn it, Nemu! Oh, and Kon's back. I forgot that little guy. The most important character.
He's a display machine.
Yeah, Kisuke has done some fucked up things to Kon, and Mayuri, my man, did not appreciate. And I appreciate that.
It's hard to hate Mayuri, yeah? Even though he's a total dick in the Soul Society arc.
Mayuri has 0 redemption qualities, but he's funny. So, like, we let all his war crimes slide. Oh, you killed a bunch of people in the Serete? That's fine.
I forgot he did that. He's a mass murderer.
I haven't seen my girl Nemu for a while. She doing good?
She should be. Things don't happen until later.
So Ichigo's kind of all emo. He's like, hey Rukia, you had your fight off screen? And she's like, yeah. Are you sad about your mom? Shut the fuck up. And he oh, that's the why we lost our minds on in the beginning.
What?
When they had no electricity. And they had to use all the lanterns, and we were like, okay, we know they have lights. We've seen lights in the Soul Society, so
have we?
Well, in the anime we have.
What, lanterns? I haven't seen like an LED.
We've seen the hallways lit up.
It's always sunny in the Soul Society.
And then we do know in the manga they have cell phones because the women club all had to design cell phones.
Sure, and you see Rukia with a flip phone.
I love Yachiru's cell phone, the one that dispersed candy. Because I had a Cheerio version of that.
Oh my god.
Revolutionary. And then they had a fucking life support for Rukia. We're like, oh my god. We're going by Naruto rules here.
We're picking and choosing what we want to bring into this antiquated world.
So there is some differences between the manga and the anime I want to get into. And I'll just tackle it in chronological order. And then there'll be more grievances I'll have. Minty knows. The thumbnails knows. So, in the beginning, the first one I realized that there was a difference is that Ichigo was talking to Mayuri, and Ichigo's like, fix my Bankai. And Mayuri's like, no, we can't fix Bankais here. Look at Renji's. Byakuya broke Renji's, but it never got fixed properly. But they took that out of the anime, and I'm like, hey, that was world building. Bring that back.
I don't know if it really matters. I mean, the scene where he fixes his Bankai is like, it's kind of whatever, personally. It's not like the flashiest thing.
He honestly could have just gotten Mayuri to fix it.
You know, it's no like Sword Village arc of KNY, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay, gotcha. And then the next difference, oh, Minty's gonna love this. So, we get a message from Kisuke, and he's like, hey, we're doing fine, or Hime's fine, Chad's fine, and, you know, this mysterious guy came. And in the manga, they hid that really well, who saved them. But I guess in the anime, they couldn't hide his voice, so they just said, fuck it, and shown his tummy. My man's tum-tum. And there's only one man with that kind of tum-tum. My boy Grimmjow is back in play. So Minty, and in episode 5 of our podcast, you said specifically it wasn't Grimmjow. Thoughts?
Thoughts, think of thoughts. Look, I remember when they revealed Grimmjow was alive, and it happens like way later. So how was I supposed to know some fucking detail that like the 3 efforts that doesn't really play a role, at least not right now. The fight Kisuke has later is really cool too. Really fucked up.
Fucked up?
Yeah, it's really fucked up.
How's
But
it-
it's so cool. role.
Okay.
But Arahime and Chad play no role at this point, and how am I supposed to know that Grimmjow saved two useless fuckers?
Poor Chad. Also, was it racist that in the manga they taped up the door so Grimmjow couldn't come in, but in the anime they gave Chad maracas? Like, that was racist, right?
I don't know. I mean, look, Chad is canonically Mexican, right?
Yes.
And Orihime was doing like the whole flower throwing from the basket thing,
Salt.
right? Was that salt?
It was Salt. She was
Alright.
dealing with a demon.
Alright, well that's like, you know, she's canonically Japanese, right?
Yeah.
That's just being like culturally appropriate to their cultures.
Okay. But who gave Chad the maracas?
Kisuke's got a bunch of shit up his part.
I wanted to hear Chad run, going.
Where did the tent come from?
You know what? Got me there.
Where did that radio equipment come from?
Okay, so next thing, we meet Squad Zero, and they're a lot dumber in the anime. What's your opinion, Squad Zero? Mrs. I'm the #1 fan?
They're super cool. I will say only like, I don't remember what the fat one does. I know the arm one does nothing. The black guy has one row. It's not that flashy. The hot spring guy, this is basically his thing. The whole hot spring thing, and it's really cool and it's really funny. And obviously being Unohana's like mentor. Obviously the bald guy has a really cool fight later, and it's a little long, I will admit. Like, it's kind of like, alright, we're kind of just dragging this out, but it's pretty cool. As long as they don't. Oh, okay. As I've already learned, the fight before Ichigo's fight is not gonna be that well. So his fight is probably not gonna be animated well, and I'm looking for a hyped up fight. Because Ichigo's fights suck. Let's be fair. His thing is that he's got a black slash, and he's really fast, and he's sexy. That's all he's got going for him.
So sexy.
I mean, he's very sexy.
I gotta figure out if this boy's legal.
He's not legal. At least I don't think so. I think he's like 17.
So close.
Shut up.
No, again, it's weird because, you know, I was a child. I was way younger than him when I first started Bleach.
I mean, that's happening to a lot of people, right? Unless you're like watching Naruto. So I think the Zeroth Squad overall is very cool. I like who they are. I like their role that they play. I don't know what happens after Bleach. It would be cool to see in the Hell arc if they have a role still. But whatever. We'll get there when we get there. Also, we didn't see the ending credit scene.
The ending credit?
There's an after credit scene of the bald one of the Zeroth Squad sensing that someone has awakened.
Oh, shit. Okay.
No, it's not a big scene.
Oh,
I don't think it's that
we can live without
important. It's probably like a 15-second scene.
Okay.
I just wanted to point that out there.
Shit. Alright. So they're like, hey, Ichigo, we're gonna bring you and your 3 shitling friends with us back to the, what is it, like the Soul Kingdom?
The Soul Palace.
The Soul Palace, where the Soul King lives. And they're like, you mean Brook from One Piece? No. So they don't explain this in the anime, but I guess the Shiba is the one with the one-armed girl and Ganju. Like, the whole purpose was to send them back to the Soul Palace. That's what they had the giant cannon for originally.
Is that what that clan is for?
Yeah, not just fireworks.
It does make you wonder, right? Because supposedly Shiba is one of the big noble families. Like, the Kuchikis is like clearly a strong, like, Court 13 family. Because I believe his grandfather was like the 6th captain before Byakuya.
And now we know what the Shibas do.
Can't be the only thing.
I
Because
don't know.
2 of their members are also like court members.
So then Ichigo asks, hey, where's Ganju? And she's like, oh, he turned into the giant statue because he was so useless. This is the only thing he could do. And Ichigo's like, oh, I don't think that's how it worked. And he got shot up. And he's like, hey, Ganju, make sure you train these 3 shitlings, okay? Even if it'll make Uncle sad. And the manga's like, oh, we don't know her uncle. In the anime, it's Ichigo's dad. It's clearly Ichigo's dad.
Do they reveal that he's a Shiba at this point?
Well, they showed him that weird, like, you know, like, flashback.
It was like a back view. Because I read the whole thing, I don't remember when they revealed he was a Shiba. Because obviously after the Hoikomundo arc, they reveal he's a Soul Reaper.
Yeah.
But I don't remember when they revealed he was a Shiba. I thought it might be during this arc. We might technically not know. You know, this was another thing when the Stern Ritter was stealing the Bankais and they kept going, holy shit, they're stealing our Bankai. And I was like, did we not already know this? Oh shit, okay, wait, I'm a little ahead. Sorry, go on. I got here like 3 other times. They're stealing our... I was like, fuck.
I guess Ganju's with the Fullbringers now, and I was like, as someone who dropped out halfway through the Fullbringer, I'm like, did Ichigo kill these guys? Ichigo, I thought we had Batman rules. I thought we don't murder.
Depends on who kills them, right?
Yeah.
And who knows? Annie apparently does not know how many of them are dead or alive.
I just know I hate that stupid girl with all ability. And
she's super annoying.
the boy, the video game, I don't like him either.
He's okay.
Like, the last difference that we was wrong. They're in the hot spring. They're wringing out the bad blood and spirit energy. In the manga, we did get to see Rukia's ass.
I was wondering about that. I was like, they have too many bandages on. This is weird.
Especially because I saw Renji and Byakuya with the bandages because they weren't wearing clothes. Smooth as a Ken doll. They're either tucking really hard or something's wrong. Something got lost in the fight.
Hold up. Who in the 4th squad got to do this tucking? I want to meet him.
It was my man. I think his name is Anataro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7th seat.
Totally did. So next episode we get to see, I don't know, more hot spring shenanigans.
I assume it's Ichigo getting his sword.
Yeah, the pacing's kind of fast. I assume he'll get his sword now. Until then, Rukia's ass.